Hello everybody, it's jBrereton here again with another episode of Dominions 4, coming straight after the last one. Research and alterations complete, so next turn we'll be ready for a tiny bit more stuff, but more importantly the turn after we'll get, or at least soon after, we'll get some higher level research. Right, Attack and Stinging Swamp, which is the little swamp that connects the kind of floating islands. Smacia, which is they're just tidying up that whole area, and Elder Hill, our attack failed. But we've seen no attack from Soromacia, and we didn't attack Ctis. We've got a bunch of money from an event, which is nice. We've got the Green Horde, and we've got the Iron Men. So, let's get these guys moving. And Clovis, right. Now, these guys aren't terribly heavily armoured, but they are a little better armoured than the Barbarian Horsemen of these guys. I think they'll just be fine on their own, that'd be my hope. Because I don't really want to redeploy these guys. Oh, also, the site you found in Desert of Visions is amazing. Desert of Size is something that allows recruitment of Sorcerer of Sands. Sorcerer of Sands is a very powerful mage with a lot of different magic. It's also, I think, possibly going to change what my research is, so go for that. The reason I'm boosting that so much is that if I get a lab here, get a Sorcerer of Size out, and they have the ability to cast Flaming Arrows, I definitely want to be doing that, because the troops in Niefelheim are very weak to fire, so just about anything you can do to take advantage of that is well worth taking advantage of. Right. I have no idea how... Okay, so he's got relatively good scales, so he's probably quite wealthy, which means we're going to have some trouble fighting these guys off. Because they're definitely going to be able to reinforce, so yes. Damn shame we lost that province, but there's nothing we could really do about it, so there we go. Let's meet myself halfway and send a few guys. So let's get these guys firing on enemy archers. Or in fact large enemy monsters, because the most useful stuff for him is his Sacred Serpents, who are slightly larger than his regular troops. I believe, well I'm not entirely sure, that Fire Large Monsters gets the, just fires out the largest it can find. I don't think it's specifically only target stuff it's over size 4 or else defaults to random, but I'm not entirely sure, so we shall see. Let's get these guys together. I have no idea if what Niefelheim's research is like, so let's just get everyone some bodyguards and clear the orders. Okay, just basic self-defense orders for now. If we need to redeploy them in future, probably to the probably to this province over here, then we can change the orders. But we've definitely got time because the troops in Niefelheim don't fly, so they're not just going to attack there out of nowhere, as it were. Right. Yaksha doing his thing. Yeah, this guy can do that, right. It'll probably work. If it doesn't work, then we're not out a whole lot. I don't really want to be See, the problem is if they... bollocks, right, okay, so... We're in a tricky position here because I don't really want to have to stop these guys researching for a turn, but I think I'm gonna have to. I think it's just one of those. I could probably reset recruitment quite safely on that. I'll leave some Bandar inside just to slow things down from. And I'll recruit a scout because it's always handy to have more information. Right, okay. Go. A bit of duplicity for you. Excellent. So we finally got one of these guys. Let's get some Garudas. I do also like a Gandava. Let's go Gandavas. Garudas seem pretty fun, but this is a time for stuff that I know works. So. Gandava is a relatively heavily armoured troop with all, and yeah, they're pretty good. So let's go in here. Okay, let's go preaching. Go for a priestess rather than sorceress. Reason behind that is that we well, it's that basically just that I'm worried about losing the losing my profit at any point, because the priests that I mainly have are actually pretty bad. They're either Holy 1 or, in very rare circumstances, Holy 2, which is not great. So let's go fire large. Split these guys up a bit, and then we'll have this guy in guard command. Okay. See, now look how far behind we are. Oh well. Oh well. Let's see what we can do that'd be actually useful here. It's probably the most sensible course of action. So, the problem with taking more than a couple of turns to get us well. To be fair, the fastest we could get a Flaming Arrows caster is in 3 turns, so Lab, 2 turns at Sorcerer's Hands. So it's not a complete disaster to also have to wait 3 turns for enchantment fall, but on the negative side, you cannot script something the same time. You can cast, basically your mages will cast the magic you've researched, but you cannot script stuff that is going to be researched next turn, and because of how Flaming Arrows works and its gem costs and so on, it isn't going to get automatically cast by a Sorcerer's Hands with 2 fire gems. So we're basically just going to have to risk it for a biscuit, and I hope we can slow down Niefelheim somehow. Or that he just doesn't go towards his province, because hey, why would you after all, right? So yeah, let's have a look at this. Okay, that looks fine. Continues to be fine. Let's go for that attack. This may or may not have a million PD in it. I would be quite tempted to put a PD trap in that if I was him, but we are quite different players. So we shall see. The other thing we can do with these, the Green Horde, because I was wrong, it's actually Barbarian Horsemen, not the Veti guys, is you can use their Pillage command, which does a huge amount of unrest. So if it turns out that Katissa's capital is like over here or something, after we easily take this province and possibly this one, I'm just going to raid it, which is going to completely destroy his economy, and certainly prevent him getting giants as pace he'd like. So that's the hope, at least. Anyway, I think that's more or less it for this turn. Searching this province, moving this guy over here to try and get a lab together, sneaking these guys through enemy territory, and yeah, we'll have a see. We'll see what Niefelheim attacks next. So thank you very much for watching. I've been jBrereton, and goodbye.